Rosalie Galvez, and why. Galvez was traveling in this black Toyota truck on Sunday evening when she was fatally shot to the head. She was sitting in the passenger seat of the vehicle driven at the time by her common-law husband, Russell Hyde.
Upon reaching the curve before God Acosta Park, one gunman come out and fire a shot and hit my wife, so I pick up more speed and I took her to the hospital, and shortly after I reached,
I knew right away that from looking at her, seeing her, I know that she wouldn't have made it. And I know the doctors and the nurses at the hospital tried their best. I saw what they were doing in the emergency room. I'm very much appreciative of their efforts. And she succumbed shortly after. You know, she didn't even get an opportunity to get into the ambulance, as you know, it was a serious injury because of the shots.
So when you saw her, it was critical? She was gasping?
Yes, she certainly was gasping. They had an oxygen mask on her face already, but she was gasping. Her eyes were open, but she seemed to have been already, basically, in my opinion, brain dead. Since it was a head injury, but she was profusely bleeding. Because upon arrival at the hospital, all the way from the parking area going into the emergency room, there was a lot of blood on the tiles on the floor.
One person is dead. So far, no one has been arrested for the crime. A blood-stained seat and a bullet-riddled truck are all what are left behind. From the outside, it appears as a murder well planned and executed. But was it? Speculations are that the bullets were meant for Hyde.
I don't know, but I can't say if that's my wife or me, but the angle where they come from, they don't come on my side, but maybe it could be me, maybe it could be she, maybe it could be, but they fired and shot and killed somebody, and hopefully they go catch up with the killer and the policeman do their job, because I don't want to do no job. I just want peace. I just want them to do their job. I won't involve, or I won't, you know. I left it to the Almighty.
And you guys didn't get any threats? Anybody try, you know, send you guys a message?
Basically, I don't got no threats, and or, you know, so. That's about it. I never expect. I just, you know.
Do you think they were waiting for you guys there? Someone must have known that you guys were passing by. I mean, it looked like they lay waiting, no?
I feel like somebody called from the entertainment spot and tell them I'm leaving, something like that.
You guys didn't see, I understand your sons were in the back of the truck. You guys didn't see who the person was, I mean, a description, anything?
Well, we get slightly, but it was slightly glimpsed.
The way it was carried out, it seems that they were lay-weighted. It was orchestrated, you'd say.
Certainly, the timing is too perfect to have not been orchestrated or well planned. So I would say that it was something well put together. When I say well put together, whosoever are involved in this, they had a good hand in, you know, in the whole incident, and it was an ambush.
Echoing the sentiments of the reports, Galvez says his sister was never a troubled person. But, as it would appear, perhaps she was a victim by association.
From what we've heard, from what the street is saying, she was probably not the intended target, but probably the environment she has lived in was what created, and she became a casualty of other people's war. And as I say, you know, I mean, thanks to the people at the Western Regional Hospital, I call on the police. I call on the police to try to get to the bottom of this. We've lost a sister, a mother, a daughter. You know, I mean, she had 3 kids, and of course, the two younger kids, her 2 sons, were in the truck and witnessed everything.
Galvez says he doesn't have much hope that the killer will be found.
Based on the history of the crimes and violence that have been taking place in Belize on a whole, I have very little confidence in us getting justice in this case, especially because we're a family, we're a law-abiding family, we're not a vengeful family, you know, we're God-fearing people. And but because of the history of the crime and violence, and I have very little, and I asked the police department to prove me wrong. I asked them to prove me wrong and get to the bottom of this.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.